really opening up. Do you hear those cracks? Holy cow. There's nothing better than a glute burn. 17, 18, two more. Glutes are pumped. Holy cow. You know, it's always important to just make them pop, dude. Oh, hey. Always gotta yank up your tights so you show more butt crack. That's the key if you want more views. All you need is one set. If you're doing it right, you just need one. What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Nunzi, and I'm so excited to walk you through one of my favorite glute hamstring workouts. We're here at the Realm, one of the dopest gyms in the city. It's gonna be a good workout today, so let's jump right into it. So you gotta start every single workout with a warm-up. I see a lot of guys go in the gym, they just neglect the warm-up. Gotta spend 10 minutes. I love the least foam roll. Foam rolling is the key. If you don't foam roll, your muscles are gonna get really tight. You wanna start to break down the fascia, really opening up. Do you hear those cracks? Holy cow. There's no better feeling when you get a bunch of cracks. I always break up my leg days. So I never train quads and hamstrings on the same day. I find it far more effective to either do a glute quad focus day or a hamstring glute focus day. And today, that's what we're gonna be doing, is a lot of glutes and hamstrings. So this is a very simple drill. This is called 90-90 lift. As you can see, my legs are in a 90-90 fashion. And I'm trying to raise my knee. And I got pretty tight hips. Like, my hip mobility is, it's pretty tight. One thing I'll also do in my warm-up is glute activation drills. So you guys have seen a lot of this on my social media. A few activation drills here. I'm gonna start with the kickback. Just straight leg, kicking it right back, just getting that glute to fire up. You know, the more I can get my glutes to fire up in the warm up here, I'll be able to jump into the lifts really quickly. Oh yeah, I also like the donkey kick. It's where I kick my heel to ceiling like this, really squeeze. The idea in the donkey kick though is you actually want to kick to the back of your head rather than out. You see a lot of people just kicking out like that. It's not doing anything. You really want to try and hit that heel to the back of your head. And I love this one here. It's the fire hydrant, clamshell, whatever you want to call it. It's got like 10 names. This is a really good way to warm up that entire glute fan. We're all warmed up. Now we're gonna hit our first compound movement, barbell hip thrust, baby. Let's go. Get excited. We're setting up for the first movement of the day here, the hip thrust. This is literally the best exercise for glute mass. When you're hip thrusting, you gotta really push back. So you always wanna make sure whatever you're doing, you're leaning back. Now, what we're gonna start here today with is doing a couple warm-up sets. I call these the feeler sets. Similar to the warm-up, we're not gonna jump right into my max here, right? Like, that'd be silly. Think of your muscles or fibers. They're light switches. We gotta start to stimulate them. So we're gonna do a couple feeler sets here. All right, here we go. Squeeze up through. So what I love to do that's worked so well for me is I'll just hold the weight for a little bit, just to kind of start to feel all my muscles that I want to train engage. So I'm just doing it. It's called an isometric hold. So I'm holding this weight up. I can start to feel my hamstrings. They're starting to light up a little. Glutes are starting to fire a little bit. And really in these warm-up sets, the goal is not to blow the load. It's really to just get the muscles ready to rock. So I'm just sort of, it's like almost going through think of you're like an airplane pilot, you know, in the cockpit, and you're just turning on all the, I don't know what they're doing, but they're flipping all the switches. I'm just kind of going through my own checklist, making sure things are feeling really good. You want to create a lot of stability in any exercise, but really much the hip thrust. And we'll go over some mechanics in a minute here, but I'm just doing some slow negatives, just feeling out the weight. Oh, getting a nice squeeze. I tell you what though, man, there's nothing better than a glute burn. One of the most effective ways that I've learned how to train, I'm gonna give you a golden nugget here. Not to get all fancy schmancy with words, but a very important term in muscle building and training is periodization. I don't go every week and just try to go balls to the wall, PR and heavy weight, right? It's not an effective strategy to go in and lift super heavy weight every single workout. So what I've done is I've come up with 2 different weeks. So I have a heavy week and I have a pump week, okay? So this week for my split, it's the pump week. The pump week is I'm doing 1 to maybe 2 sets per exercise, work sets, not counting the warm-ups. And we're hitting 25 to 30 reps. So we're doing high reps. We'll talk a lot about high reps in today's workout. I'm a big high rep guy. And we'll probably do about 4 to 5, maybe 6 exercises. So maybe total workout might be only doing 6 to 7 working sets. And then the heavy week, we'll do 2 to 3 sets. Reps will go down about 6 to 10 reps, give or take. So the reason why this is really effective is I'm giving my body a rest kind of, and I'm hitting different fibers. You see, the muscle are made up of different fibers, slow twitch, fast twitch. We don't need to get into the science behind that. But the point is you want to work a lot of rep ranges. You don't want to just work heavy, like low reps. Low reps serve a purpose, high reps serve a purpose. That's what I like to do, heavy week, pump week. I think this is my working weight. I don't know quite yet. That's why you do feeler sets, to make sure you find a good working weight. So what I always like to do is actually I'll feel the weight out before we go. So this is kind of like, this is just, I call this a mental set because I just want my body to feel the weight to make sure it feels like something I can do for the rep count. It's definitely heavy. Feels good though. Okay. You know what? We're gonna go for it. I'm gonna be a savage. All right. Always important, you get yourself in the zone for your set. Breathing. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Easy body. So you get set, feel the connection, pump it out. 1 with the reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go. 8. Easy. All right. Let's go. 10. Breathe. 11. 12. 30. 40. Come on, mate. 15. That's 15. Let's go. 16. 17. 18. 2 more. Come on. 19. 1 more. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. We're going to drop it down. We're just going to wait 5 seconds or so. We're going to hit a 30 repper. 30 repper. Yep. This is why barbell's a little challenging because you got to get it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holy cow. We got 1 more, 5 more. Let's go. Come on, man. Come on, man. No rest. Come on. Yep. Let's speed it up. 5, 4, 3. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Shake it up. Oh, ooh, wow. Oh my God. How's the glute pump look? Holy. Glutes are pumped. Holy cow. You know, it's always important to just make them pop, dude. So we're gonna move on to the second compound, the wide sumo RDL. Step 1, so I always wanna make sure my shoelaces are directly under the bars. Very, very important. When you're deadlifting, you wanna keep the bar tight to the body. You don't wanna have the bar like out like this. A lot of, if you're deadlifting like this, it's gonna get into your lower back. That's why people can't, hurt themselves deadlifting because it's not tight to the body. Second thing I wanna do, get my foot stance right. So I'm gonna come down here, all right? I'm gonna drop the glutes, I'm gonna sit into it, I'm gonna bring the weight up. So I'm in this position here. Now this is just a feeler set. Remember, I like to kind of just feel the weight, make sure everything's firing. Slow eccentrics on these guys. As we come down right about there, squeeze right up through. When you're doing the RDLs, we're not touching the weight to the ground. Okay, so it's hovering. I will lose tension if I do that. My glutes are engaged and I'm squeezing right up through. Core nice and tight. I'm slowly releasing the glutes from here, squeezing the glutes up to there, not locking out. I lose it there. You gotta keep those glutes engaged the entire time in this, and it's boom, boom. It's a small motion. Always take a minute or 2 to get your head in the zone. Connect to the breath. I see so many people when they train, they don't breathe. You gotta breathe. You gotta breathe with the reps, in and out. Get your foot placement. Let's go through that checklist like I said. So foot placement, good. Like it. Foot stance, good. Hips go out, good. Core is tight, good. Hands go in, good. I'm gonna pick the weight up. I'm not gonna count this as a rep. I'm just gonna pick it up. Get myself set. All right, here we go, boys. Let's go. Bring them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. Whoa. 30. 40. 50. 5 more. 5, 4, 3. That's 20. Rest, pause. Remember, we're just taking about 5 seconds here, catching breath. A few more reps to punch out. Let's go, squeeze. Count from here, always count from top. 5, 4, come on. 3, oh, 2, oh, oh yeah. We got 5 more. Here we go, 3, 2, 5 more for the win. Here it is. 4, 3, here we go. That's how it's done. You know, when it's that pumped, you don't get much of a shake. All right, so hip thrusts done, deadlifts done. We're gonna move on here to work on some isolation, because I get asked all the time, like, what's the best glute exercise? And it's kind of like getting asked, like, what's your favorite food? It's like, you know, I love it all. Love Italian, obviously. Love Greek. I like food. And when it comes to glute training, I like training glutes. However, I would argue that doing a hyperextension might be the best exercise for the glute contraction. And if you struggle feeling your glutes, this exercise here is ridiculous. And I'm very grateful, because this is one of the coolest hyperextensions I've ever seen. So a normal hyperextension is just this bench part. So if you look at it from the side here, most gyms have this thing, right? They have this bench, but this is a standard hyperextension. However, of course, here at the Realm, we got this souped up, weighted beast. So I just love this. This is like, I can almost make my glutes cramp on this. So first off, anytime you get in a machine, you have to make sure it's set up for your body, right? Most machines nowadays, they have a lot of different ways you can angle stuff. But when it comes to the hyperextension, you want to make sure that your hip bone here, you have enough to bend over. So glutes are at high position. That's how this works, okay? Now, it's very, very rare I say this, because never would I say round your back in any exercise, but this one you actually do. So check this out. When you're doing a hyperextension, oh, no way. Check out this girl. She has the same tights as I do. Excuse me. Nice tights. Okay, so what you're gonna do here is you're gonna bend over, and now from here, your back is rounded, okay? And you're squeezing through the glutes to bring you up. Most people, when they do this, they go like this. They come down and they go like this. Now that's, you can use the hyperextension to definitely hit the lower back, right? If I want to hit the lower back, it's up here. I want to target the glutes. So that means I need to stay low. Glutes are at high position, and I'm squeezing up through the cheeks. And I'm only going to there. Like, I don't even go that much higher, maybe to here, locking out, okay? So that's very important, because, man, I'm telling you, once you get this, your glutes are gonna contract like no other. Let's go. So we're rounding. I have weight here, which is super nice. Like, this is a cool, we're just gonna bang it out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 90. It's a rest pause, right? So we're gonna bang out, you know what, I got 15 in this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I might have spoke to you a little too soon there. Come on, man. I'm gonna finish with a hold. The holds on this are just ridiculous. Come on. All that. Oh, cramps. Oh my God. See, you notice how every set I come up and it's like I'm dead? Like literally, like I just like, that's how you train, man. So, always gotta yank up your tights so you show more butt crack. That's the key if you want more views. This is a great little tidbit on hamstring curls. This goes for seated, lying, standing, whatever. So I want you to watch my foot for a sec. Most people, because their hips are tight, their foot's like this. To make more hamstring, you actually want to try and turn your toe inward. This is going to make it so much more difficult, and the burn is going to be ridiculous. So watch how I turn my foot in. And by the way, I'm only going to here. I don't want to overstretch the hamstring. I want to keep it pretty tight. We're going to bang it out for 25. 2, 3, 4, squeeze. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4, 3. Come on, Nancy. That's 15. We're gonna do a few more. See, the idea that I have with this high rep training too is I know I only have one set, so I gotta just, there isn't any more sets, so this is the set I gotta give it all on. And it should get to a point where you literally have nothing left. I'm gonna try to get 30 here. Sorry, I am gonna do 30. Don't say try. Trying is intention to fail. 10 reps, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, we're gonna do 5 more. You gotta be careful because when you start getting fatigued, your body will start cheating. You don't wanna have your quad come off the pad at all. We're gonna do 5 more reps with a hold here. 5, 4, 3. One more. Hold it. Slowly lower. Take it out. Oh my God. Holy. That's intense. Now we're gonna really finish off this peach. Love this machine. Maybe one of my favorite machines for the glutes. This is an abduction machine. Let's go over some basics here. So I always like to lean forward, right? So leaning forward is gonna put more glutes at play, as when you're coming back here, it's gonna work more glute med up top here, and just more of the hips. So I'm gonna lean forward a little bit. Now the key, this is the key. When I lean forward, I wanna have my butt back. I don't wanna be like up like this. You wanna really create that range. You wanna have these pads almost at your kneecaps, and your glutes are scooted back as far as you can. And in this position here, I'm kicking my knees out. Now, depending on how heavy the stack is, like this is a lighter stack, so I'm gonna sit and push out. Once again, I'm gonna hold the weight. I'm gonna hold the weight. You can stand and lean. The stand and lean method is actually one of my favorite methods to do on the abduction machine. This makes it very handy with the nice handles here. Unfortunately, this weight stack's a little light. So to make it harder, I'm gonna actually sit back, chest up. So I'm gonna hold it, get the glutes to fire. Here we are. 1, 2, 3. Yep. 4, 5. Really think about pushing out with the glutes. 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 40, 41, 42, 43. Oh my God. We do 20 more. Watch though on these ones, I'm just keeping the tension. I'm really kicking out with my knees and I'm keeping the tension the entire time. That's the goal in this. 20, 19. Small reps, half reps. Keep the tension. Kick it out. Kick it out. Oh my God. Holy cow. Holy cow. Holy cow. 10. 9. 8. 7. X. The burning is ridiculous. Okay, so now we're gonna hold it here. We're gonna hold it and sit in it. Hold it and sit in it. Oh my God. Holy cow. All you need is one set. If you're doing it right, you just need one. That's it. Last exercise of the day. So this is hands down my favorite glute med exercise. Get a lot of questions. There's two main parts to the glute, right? So the glute max is like the big part, and the glute med is the shelf. So the glute med is what gives that sort of, makes the glute med pop, makes the shelf pop. The step over side cable kick out. Let's break it down. First of all, you want to have your hips aligned to the side of the stack. So I'm not doing, this is a straight back kick back. Nothing wrong with that, by the way, but I'm going to turn my hips to the side. I'm going to step over the cable just like this. I like using these cable systems so I can brace myself. I can hold on. So I'm in a good position right now. As you can see, I have a good stretch here of the glute med, which I want. And from this position here, I'm gonna squeeze up just like this. Come back down. Squeeze up, just back down. Boom, good. So a little cheeky trick I do is I'll elevate myself just a little bit. That way I can get a little bit of a smoother range. So check this out. We're gonna rock a set here. We're gonna go for a 30 repper. Once again, let's go over the checklist. So I got to step over. Now I have these plates to raise myself a little bit. So you see how now my foot doesn't touch? Before my foot would drag on the ground. Now I can have a little bit more elevation. There we are. Okay, let's lock in. Stable motion. 1. I even like to keep my thumb driving into the glute med. 4. 5. X. 7. 8. 9. And you notice how I'm getting my foot all the way. Really working that range. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. Good stretch. 19. 5 more. 4. 3. 2. Oh my God, that's 25. So we're definitely gonna do a few more. Post up, you just wanna blast this one. You know, high reps, it's like, it's all about the reps. It's all about the reps. You gotta just rep it out. Core tight as well. 30. 10 more. 8. 7. X. 5. 4. 3. 1 more. Holy cow. Just gonna hold it here. Oh. Shake it out. Oh. All right, guys, let's go. How's the peach pump look? Hey. So you have it. That is a glute hamstring workout. Awesome, right? We started with our hip thrusts, wide sumo RDLs, or 2 compounds. Moved in that hyperextension, brutal for the glute contraction. Little isolation on the standing hamstring curl there. And finish off the abduction and the step over side cable kick out. This is an incredible glute hamstring workout, all the basics. It was our pump week, so we did higher reps, 25 to 30 reps, a couple of 50 reppers in there, using the rest pause method, guys. Hope you really took a lot away from this video. So many golden nuggets of how to train. The biggest takeaway though is training with intensity, training with purpose, bring intention to all of your sets, leaving it on the floor. And I promise you, you're consistent with this, you're gonna walk away one day with one of these. Love y'all, get excited. Let's go, what's your name?
Oh,
Kendra, yeah, Nunzi.
Nunzi.
Yeah, there you go.
You're so funny.
I'm glad.
I love you.
Yeah, we have fun. We gotta take a photo.
I told you I was excited to come here. Oh, okay.
And then we have to
Hold
get
on.
one with him turned around.
We gotta do the booty. Yeah, we'll do the booty shot. We'll do the booty shot.
No, I just want your
You
booty.
just want that? Just like that?
Nice to meet you.
Likewise. What's your name?
Vanessa.
Vanessa, love it.
I thought I was excited to come here.
You probably have work to do.
My first Instagram stuff.